situation is grim. There's more. Scans indicate the Borg begin by destroying the nanite generators, then destroy the nanite Scanning the nanite transformers. Got additional data available.
Surrender your vessel and prepare for assimilation.
The nanite probes can repair the transformers. Stop them! Sensors confirm that the
Right guys, I'm just checking the parse here, it won't be a second. Okay, it should go 126.3k there. And combat time was 5 minutes and 48 seconds. And she get 48 kills. Okay. So I'll just collect a wee bit of loot here and then we'll go and have a quick look at the build. Okay, right, this will do. So let's have a look at the ship and the ship build here then. So it's the Fleet Gagarin Miracle Worker Battlecruiser and she's a T6X. So this is the fleet version of the Sea Store Miracle Worker Battlecruiser that you can buy for 3,000 Zen. Okay, so if we have a look at the build here, I was using an anti-proton build here. So she's got a 5-3 weapons layout and I had bowl 4 bowl dual cannons. And then I had my dark matter quantum torpedo launcher from the Discovery Reputation. I had the Discovery deflector, the non-baryonic matter deflector from the Discovery Rep. And then I had my competitive impulse engines and my elite fleet plasma integrated warp core from the fleet. Then I had my Tilly shield, so I'm using the 2-piece Discovery set here for its amazing survival, 120% hull regen. And on my aft weapons I had the bowl, linked sentry and anti-proton omni, which you get from the lobby store. Then I had 2 bowl anti-proton turrets. Devices were some energy amplifiers. I had my reactive armor catalyst. You get this from the mission Broken Circle in the Iconian War Arc, guys, okay? And then I had my Kobayashi Maru, and finally my Nimbus Pirate Distress. And my universal consoles, and I would say, you know, because this is a medical worker ship, it already comes with an extra console compared to other ships. So once it's upgraded to the T6X, I've got 2 extra universal consoles. So that's a total of 13 consoles you can have in this ship. which obviously can make it very powerful. So in these universal consoles, I had my linked command matrix from the Jem'Hadar Vanguard carrier. I had the second part of the Baul Lobe set, which is the Baul linked sentry coordination matrix. And if you have a look here at the details, because I've got the Omni Beam and this console mounted, I've got the 2-set bonus oppressive balance. So my Baul anti-proton weapons chain an additional time, so that'll be twice their chaining. Other anti-proton energy weapons gain Baul refraction, and Baul refraction deals 100% bonus damage. Okay. So in my engineering slots, I had my DPRM and my assimilated module from the Omega Reputation. Then I had my 0-point energy conduit from the Romulan Reputation. Then I had a Bellum EPS flow regulator from the Discovery Reputation store. Then I had a Bellum RCS accelerator also from the Discovery Reputation store. In my science console slots, I had Bionusual and Furin circuits from the Lobe store. And then I had a tachyokinetic converter also from the Lobe store. My tactical consoles here were my Lorca's custom fire controls from the Discovery Reputation. So I'm using 2 pieces of this Discovery set, which gives me my Ward Discretion on crit plus 1 critical severity buff for 20 seconds and stacks up to 25. So what that basically means is that you're going to end up with plus 25 crit severity on your build. The more crit chance you've got, obviously the quicker that's going to stack up to 25, but unless your crit chance is like extremely low, you should be able to get that stacked up to 25. It'll just take you a bit longer, okay? Right, so the other 3 tactical consoles were just the vulnerability, anti-proton vulnerability locators from the fleet. If we have a look at the starship traits here, I was using a good day to die, superior projectile training, beam barrage because I do have an Omni beam in the build. I've got superior accurate, bulkhead technician, intelligence agent attaché. I would also mention, guys, that this has now been added to the Infinity lockbox, so you can now pick this up on the exchange for relatively cheap. In fact, when I checked the last time, it was going for just under 15 million, which is obviously great, you know, if you're a free to play player and you haven't raised your energy credits cap yet. Okay, so that's one to keep an eye out for. Then I had my ablative shell, superior cannon training. You get these superior versions from your fleet K-13 starbase, guys, okay. Then finally I had turret and targeting systems. My starship traits was emergency weapon cycle, withering barrage, cold-hearted, improved photonic officer, superior area denial, and supercharged weapons. Space reputations were controlled countermeasures. The reason I'm using controlled countermeasures is because I'm using cold-hearted, And if you have a look at Cold Hearted, when you hit an enemy with this active, it's minus 9.1% flight speed. Reducing an enemy's flight speed counts as a control, so therefore that's why I have that slotted in there, guys. Okay, the controlled countermeasures. So as you see, it's plus 9.4% bonus, which is Cat 2 energy, weapon and projectile damage against controlled targets. Okay, then I had advanced targeting, tireless duality, precision, and finally my energy refrequencers. Active space was my quantum singularity, biomolecular shield, sensor interference platform, and finally I had my anti-time entanglement singularity. Bridge officer stations on this ship, we've got a lieutenant commander universal station, which I had decided to slot as a science station. So I've got gravity well 1, I've got photonic officer 1, and hazard emitters 1. Then we've got a lieutenant commander tactical with a scatter volley 2, tac pattern beta 1, and a chemocyte lace weaponry 1. Then we've got this lieutenant tactical miracle worker station, which I've slotted as a torpedo spread 2 and a beams fire at will 1. Then we've got a commander engineering miracle worker station, and I've got directed energy modulation 3, emergency power to weapons 3, auxiliary power to the emergency battery 1, and engineering team 1. So as you notice here, guys, I've chosen to use a half bat build on this particular ship. Okay, so between the Aux to Bat 1 and the Photonic Officer 1, that puts all my Bridge Officer abilities on global cooldown. Finally, we've got this Ensign Science, and I'd slotted in a very cold in space 1 in that station there. I was using Miracle Worker primary and Strategist secondary. Okay, and you can just have a quick look at my stats there. Okay, so that's pretty much covers apart from the visuals, of course. So I've got slotted here my Soul Defense Impulse engines and my Terran Task Force Vanity Shield. So that's what gives it this rocket propellant type of effect to the impulse engines there. If I unslot all my visuals, make sure everything is right, that's fine. So this is what she'll be looking like without any visuals equipped at all. So very nice looking ship. I mean, I have to say, I have always been more of a fan of the KDF and Romulan ships and Federation ships. However, I do like, even though she is a, a Discovery era type ship, and I'm no, to be honest, a huge Discovery fan, I do actually like the design of this particular Federation ship. She's not too bad in the eye at all there. So I think that pretty much covers it. So again, I've just been proceeding with this series of videos that I've been doing, and I wanted to find, a battle cruiser that could solo, these ISAs. and this one has certainly, you know, proven more than up to the task. That's quite a good result that she got there, I think. Yeah. So I mean, 126k is for a cruiser. You know, again, that I'm actually quite pleased with it, because again, cruisers, even battle cruisers, are not DPS ships. I mean, they're engine, you know, the commander engineering ships, so you're limited on the tactical abilities on these ships. So to get that sort of DPS out a cruiser, even a battle cruiser, I'm actually quite pleased with that. And again, as you've seen there, she didn't even really come close to dying. To be honest, I could probably sacrifice, you know, some survival and try and get a bit more DPS at the end of the day, and I would probably get away with it in this particular ship. Okay, but you know, I'm always tweaking builds and things like that, and this build is performing very well. What I would say as well is, I just decided to use the Bull Anti-Proton for a bit of flavour, because I've been using in my previous videos the morphogenic Polaron set. The reason I use that set in most of these videos, guys, is because it's free from the mission Home, which is the final mission in the Gamma Quadrant arc, whereas, you know, so anybody can just go and get that set, you know, whereas obviously the Baul, although you can buy these Baul Anti-Proton weapons off the exchange, you do have to go to the lobby score to get the Omni Beam and also the console. Okay, but what I would say is, I have used Polaron on, you know, the morphogenic Polaron on this builds, and there's very little difference. In fact, in my testing, I'd probably say a lot of the time the morphogenic Polaron build is actually slightly outperforming this Baul Anti-Proton build. So again, that just goes to prove what I keep telling you guys. I would say, if you're new to the game and you haven't decided what energy type you want to use, I would strongly recommend Polaron, right? But because of the morphogenic set. So to get the morphogenic set, you come to this mission, the final mission in the Gamma Quadrant arc.
Hurry! We won't last long against the Herc assault.
Which I've already slotted. So you see there that you've got the three parts of the morphogenic set there, and they would also as well, it's worth putting up the phased wave for beating as well. So you might want to run that mission 4 times. You know, I'll admit, you know, just to say, you know, I've done this on like 9 tunes now, so you can imagine, even though it is a good mission, I'm sick of looking at it. But that set is so good, guys. As I say, it's on a par and actually outperforming lobby store space sets, and it's there sitting you for free. So if you've not decided on an energy type yet, you're on a budget, right, go and pick these up, and you can just do a really good, strong, effective Polaron build with that set without spending without spending anything, right? Again, you can always move over to other energy types once you've built up your resources, you know, later on in the game. Okay, so I think the video has went on long enough. I'm going to end the video now. As always, if there's anything I've forgotten, drop it in the comments and I'll reply to you there. Wish everyone good hunting, and see you all again in the next video. Bye.